somebody stop me, stop me, stop me. Oh, somebody stop me. Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. Stop me. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vanish. Be cooling out in the whip, it I done there every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
Hey, let's go.
On first down, Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mike Daniels in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
10 more there and another 1st down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again is Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now it's Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender go.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jimmy Graham, 35 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now, Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On 3rd down, Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Now Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Extra point try now for Crosby. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Crosby on now to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. Now a hit and a loose football. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. To throw is Rodgers. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up into a double team, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And now he's going to go down in the end zone. Down goes Matt Ryan, and that's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Now Rodgers. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
He gets it over the middle of the column. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On 2nd down, Freeman. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion. And now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw is Ryan. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Nick Perry coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And how about this, a fake? And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. CD, as Green Bay files their way back out here for offense, what did you take away from that loss that you called last week against Washington?
Wouldn't be surprised if they run the ball a little bit more in the future. Try and help out Aaron Rodgers in his knee. Ty Montgomery, he's the number 2 back. The number 1 guy, Jamal Williams. And right now, number 3 is Aaron Jones, but he could rise up because he's so explosive. But it's the guys out wide, normally dependable, weren't as much in this game, mainly Randall Cobb. uncharacteristic drops, 2 of them. And then Lance Kendricks, their tight end, he had a big drop late in the ball game. That helped stymie their comeback.
What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. After the penalty, it's Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Rodgers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Ryan. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there.
And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Vic Beasley in there to sack him for a loss of 6. On second down, here's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it, they do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Ryan. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. It's caught. Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it down here and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jack Crawford able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And Graham's got it over the middle. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch. Now a play fake here on first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And this is caught at the 8. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken to 20. And here now come the foul. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. The Falcons on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Ryan. And that will be incomplete as well. Tramon Williams there to break that one up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier?
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Derek Shelby in there to sack him for a loss of 6. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Hey, let's go.
Now it's Ryan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Rodgers now on first down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
He's airing it out for Sanu. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now Ryan on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They run. Devontae Freeman. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Now this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on fourth down. Now Ryan being chased out left. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
It got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Packers.
I seen the best of them, Jando. 25 to life in the cast. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
When you got dumb cake up in the say that they be waiting for you in the bushes with the duct tape up and down the interstate. Yeah, we really touch. We touch. October, I'm about to another state. He went down in Arizona, don't get me involved. An empty box in the car means they coming for all. I had six phones, I got rid of them all. We get hit and sit down, we don't talk to the law. Yeah, they think I'm tripping, they listen. They know our every move, yeah, they want us all in prison. That's why I can't sleep at night until they get in. I'm on another mission, I'm just young and I'm living.
I done seen the best of them, Jando. 25 to life in the cast. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
My phone still echo, the feds won't let go. Money never sleeps when you're the Black Gordon Gecko. Line looking like they waiting on the retro. Sixes, I feel special. Resale and I never pay retail. My shoebox money afforded me the spree wells. And that then courted me a V12. Avoid the phones if it's sounding like a seashell. Too much clicking in the connection. Connect the dots with my connect for my protection. Face to face, I place my like a drive-through. Feel it, you know how I do. Push.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the New England Patriots. Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
All right. Come on now. DC. Cut. 180. Let's go sandwich. Bang. Hey, lift.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead He flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Rolling to his right. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Goff now looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at the 20. Play action. Now it's Brady. Well, he's going to take a shot right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 30 yards there. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his...
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. Dancing to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. It's Brady. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Los Angeles Rams coming back out for their next drive. Let's just take a peek at what they've done so far. Popped in the air and intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.